All right, so we cook these for about 25 minutes. Got my oven mitt on. I'm gonna take them out. Kind of hot. And turn my oven off.
Ding.
Ding. I'm gonna get a rag so as not to burn the table. Over here. So you can see our rolls came out pretty good. A little hot. And so then you just cut them in half.
Could you use an English muffin for this?
You could. You could
Okay.
use a bagel if you wanted, although that.
Oh, like you could do mini ones, the little bagel bites, or you can do a big one. Oh, my kids loved that when I would do a big bagel and make like a humongous bagel. It wasn't a bite, it was a bagel party.
Bagel party, huh?
Yes.
Very nice. All right, so you can see this is because of the yeast. So these holes are, well, from when the bread rises. All right, so you got these. You can just, I'm gonna do two different ways. One, you can put just some sauce on. I made this sauce myself. Some of the tomatoes.
So if you don't have tomato or the sauce that you have, what kind would you recommend from like a jar? Stuff that you would normally do spaghetti or a marinara? What kind?
They sell like specific pizza sauce, which is generally a little thicker. So that would usually, when I would do it with my students, I would just buy a jar of pizza sauce. Or they come in the squeezy cans too. Okay, we'll do 3 like this. And if you don't like tomato sauce, you can put something else on. Although it wouldn't really be much pizza without tomato sauce, I guess.
You know what? My mom loves her pizza special. It's like a white sauce. So you can do an Alfredo.
You could do an Alfredo.
And some of them I know have made Alfredo on our little seesaw. And so Alfredo would be fantastic on this.
You could do that. You could do that. Now you could also, instead of using tomato sauce, use a tomato I picked a couple weeks ago, still okay. And just put a nice thick chunk of tomato on there instead of the sauce. It might be a little thicker than I planned, but they'll shrink down as they warm up. All right, and then we would have, I just got some Italian style blended cheese. You could use mozzarella, you could use provolone. This is what? Mozzarella, provolone, Asiago, Parmesan, Romano, and Fontina.
All the great cheeses right
All
there.
the great Italian cheeses. And then you just put a little bit on top. And again, I guess you could use cheddar cheese if you wanted. You can really use whatever kind of cheese you like. I like an Italian cheese with my Italian food. So,
I don't think you can go wrong with any cheese. I love all cheeses.
yep, cheese is good. All right. So, we could be done right now.
Oh, I just came up with an idea. I see that tomato sitting all by itself, like the little lone tomato. So for somebody that maybe has a gluten allergy, they could probably put the tomato in there and the cheese and all the other items without the bread.
Yeah, I guess. You
Huh.
could do that. So, I'm going to add a little to, let's see, let's do this one here. Get that. And I got my other pepper.
What kind of pepper is that?
That's a mariachi.
Oh, I feel like we should listen to some music right now.
There, it's like a whole face.
Mariachi.
See?
Oh, it's a smiley face.
Smiley face.
Oh, hola.
Make another smiley face.
That's so cute.
These guys are a little spicy, so just be careful.
So you can do it.
Look at that.
So if you didn't like spicy, you could use olives for a smiley
You
face.
could put, yeah, sure.
Mhm.
You can
I
put
like
anything you
spicy,
want.
though.
Whoops.
But
you
that
did
is
it
a cute idea.
And we got some pepperoni.
Oh.
So just gonna throw a little on here. Again, you don't have to put anything on.
So this was just round pepperoni that is in the sausage, kind of like tube. And the one thing that I did was I just cut it up small. And of course, I like lots of pepperoni, so that's always a good thing.
Pepperoni is good.
Oh, wait, we have a visitor. Oh, say hello.
Hello.
If you have Mr. Joel, he's here in the staff room, and we decided to video at Crest Lane today. So we're making little pizzas.
Oh, those look delicious.
Yep, do you see the smiley face?
Great job, Mustangs. Woo.
See you later.
See ya.
All right, so we'll just put all these on the sheet. And I just put, you could use just a regular baking sheet. We don't have one here, so I just put some tin foil on the rack part.
And he is not letting any of the cheese go to waste, which is
No.
brilliant.
Some of the cheese will fall off, but I like scraping it off at the end.
Uh-huh.
Crunchy. But I'd rather have it on there.
Yep.
Okay. Whoops, don't want that guy in there. All right, so then what I'm gonna do is I turned the oven back on. I don't know if you guys saw me do that. And I put it on broil,
Broil.
which is different than your bake. What broil is all the heat is coming from the top.
Mhm.
And
My mom does that with her steaks, especially on rainy days, which that doesn't happen in California often, but sometimes she'll broil her ribeye.
yeah, it's better than baking it. It's more like a grill. So a broiler is basically an upside down grill.
Mhm.
Instead of the heat coming from the bottom, all the heat comes from the top. Because all these are already cooked. You could eat these right the way they are now, but you want to melt the cheese.
Mhm.
So we're just going to throw it in the broiler. The broiler's really hot, so you got to be careful. Throw it in, and this you pretty much just go until it's done. You look in. I like my cheese to start to bubble up and to have a nice little crunch on top.
Mhm.
Some people would rather just have it a little bit melted. So really, this is however long you want it to be. So you just got to keep an eye on it because it goes fast. So you don't want to go and jog around the block or anything.
So if it's in an oven, one of the things you could do is turn on the light so you can see inside and just kind of watch it. I don't think you need to really step away from it. You can just kind of
Yeah, it should.
watch. This is an old one. We discovered the door doesn't like to stay closed very often. So,
Use the plate. Plate won't burn. There we go.
things you do.
All right, so we're just gonna wait until that's done.
Okay, we'll see the finished product in just a moment.